Hey guys, this is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with all of you. I want to say, first of all, thank you to all of you who came out to my recent video about St. Jude and the update. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your prayers. Things are unfortunately still occurring that are of a negative nature. I am still being stalked and harassed. But I also know that with your prayers, it's helping. And we got St. Jude working on it. So thank you. Please continue, if you believe in prayer, to pray for me. I'm asking you. I give you permission to intercede for me. And I thank you. So we're going to keep on going. You know, Spirit Channel, no matter what happens, goes on. All right? We're late this month on horoscopes, but we're still going to do it. Anyways, we've got 10 days left, and I figured, hey, you guys could still use a 10-day forecast for the rest of the month. And, of course, we'll do one in January, too. So we're going to go around our big Zodiac wheel here. For those of you who are new to my channel, we cover all 12 Zodiac signs. And if you don't know what your sign is, listen up. I'm going to say the sign, and I'll give the birth dates following it, and that way you'll know what you are. Okay, so listen up. But we're going to go around our big wheel here and see what the next 10-day forecast has for all of you. Now, some highlights I want to touch in on. It's interesting because we're going to do this for December 21st to December 31st. And in December 21st, the sun, interestingly, is entering Capricorn, which is a wonderful sign because when the sun's in Capricorn, that picks up energy. That's like things that have been on hold and delay get going. So if you've got projects that have been kind of out there, you know, if you might want to revisit those on Saturday, the 21st, when the sun enters into Capricorn. And that will give you an energy boost. Also, it's interesting to note on that Saturday in the afternoon at 4:53, Mercury goes retrograde. Now, what that means is Mercury appears to move backwards in its course. It doesn't actually go backwards. It just looks that way from the Earth's perspective. But astrologically, what that means is that there could be delays and confusion in communication. So if you're doing any contracts, you know, on that day and going forward for the next, 2 weeks, I think. It's in retrograde. I don't have the exact date it comes out. I'll get that for you guys. But you want to be very careful, especially with contracts, any negotiations. Double check your facts and figures because when Mercury goes retrograde, everything goes crazy. You know, so that's just a point of interest. And also on the 22nd, on Sunday, the moon enters Virgo, which is an interesting transit because Virgo is very good for bringing up spiritual awareness. Virgo has an element. A lot of people think of Virgo as always being organized and very methodical, which is part of it. But the other side of Virgo is the deep mystical side. Virgos have a great tendency towards deep introspection and philosophical pursuits. So if you want to get on a spiritual journey, you know, Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, 22nd, wonderful day. Start with that moon energy with Virgo, okay? All right, well, we're going to go, as I said, around our big wheel here, and we're going to start today with Aries. And Aries is March 21st to April 19th. You know, Aries, this next 10 days for you is all about kind of settling into a routine. Things right now around Aries may be a little scattered, a little hectic, and you're going to have to kind of learn to step back and set a kind of more measured pace here. Next 10 days don't necessarily show crisis. It just shows like a little bit of upheaval in the sense that you got to kind of set a new order here. So you want to kind of work on finding balance and accepting that things may be a little out of sorts for you guys. In terms of career, it's probably better to wait until the beginning of the new year, till January, to start on the job search for Aries. That kind of disorder may create conflict in achieving goals in that area. It does show with Aries with relationships, though, strong energy for the next 10 days. And it does look like Aries will be in a position to kind of get people on their side and on their team. So it's a good time to win friends and influence people. Okay, Aries? In the area of romance, that also applies. Next 10 days, good for romance, good for family, good for friendships. A little struggle in the career, but you're going to come through. Your key word for the next 10 days is acceptance. Okay, Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. You know, Taurus, you're feeling very sentimental right now. Tauruses are crossing through a period where they're becoming very aware of the blessings in their life. In this next 10 days, Taurus, you want to focus on stopping and reflecting. There's a lot of inner work that's going on with Taurus individuals. Tauruses tend to be people who are very much out in the world and very much outer focused people. But this next 10 days is about inner focus for Tauruses. It also shows for Taurus, like Aries, not the best energy around career. So you could probably take a little break from worrying about job transition. And after 10 days, you can begin that process. Taurus also shows a little bit of distancing here in communications with family and with relationships. So you may feel like this is a time for Taurus to be by themselves, and it would actually indicate a good time for retreat for Taurus. Also highlighted for Taurus is long-term financial planning. So if you're a Taurus, you've got that kind of introspective insight now that will help you with the longer-term goals as well. Your key word this next 10 days is treasure. Treasure those memories, treasure those blessings. Okay, Gemini. Our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. You know, Gemini, right now you're feeling kind of that spirit of the holiday season. Geminis are in the mood to kind of go out, be at a party, and I do see around Geminis here a lot of social activity, a lot of social invitations. It is the time to see and be seen. Career and romance are highlighted around Gemini this next 10 days. It does show that for Geminis, it's kind of like you accomplish many things at once. You go to a party, you end up meeting somebody to get you a new job, and at the same time you get a date for the next weekend. So it's a win-win for Geminis for the next 10 days. So you're hitting the marks on romance, relationships, and also career opportunity. So Gemini also highlighted for you this next 10 days is investments in real estate. So if you're looking to do a move, you might actually want to start that process. It looks like you'll draw to you the people to make that happen. If not in the next 10 days, by the early next year. Okay? Your key word for the next 10 days is joyful. Okay, Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. You know, Cancers, right now the energy for your sign is very much one of victory. Cancers right now can kind of sit on their laurels and enjoy their successes. This last year for Cancers has been a lot of challenges, but Cancers have won the battles. So Cancer, you can rejoice this next few days, next 10 days. Take your time, relax, attend events, celebrate. Again, for Cancer, not the strongest time for career, but that's okay. That can sit on hold until January. But focus right now on the relationships. Cancers are going to find that they have a lot of opportunities to kind of mend fences. So if you have some people you've been having conflict with and things have been kind of left, it's now time to kind of revisit that and make the peace, and you'll find that you'll be well received and it will go very smoothly. Your key word this month, Cancer, is celebrate. Our next sign is Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. You know, Leos, this end of the month here, this end of December for you is kind of like rejoicing time as well. You share that with Cancers in that you've kind of come through a lot and you're sitting on top of the world right now. Leos are going to experience a lot of comedic situations in the next 10 days. It's kind of like the irony of life. Like, you know, you go to a party and you give a gift to somebody and they give you a gift, and you end up giving each other the exact same item, you know. That's sort of irony. That's going to be kind of a recurring theme for Leos over this next 10 days. Leos, it does show strong energy in the career. It's interesting because you have an energy right now that really will draw people to you. And don't be surprised if you're a Leo and suddenly you get an offer for a new job or a job promotion over the next 10 days. Very strong vibration around that, okay? Romance for Leos, also very strong magnetizing energy this next 10 days. Your biggest challenge may be in some of the family relationships. Leos may feel like they're so focused on everything that some of the family members may feel neglected. So make sure, Leos, to take time to talk to the people around you and your family while you're also dealing with the outer world. Your key word for the next 10 days is laugh. Okay, Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. You know, Virgos, right now, you're going to be called upon to kind of be the peacekeeper. There are going to be a lot of people coming to you that have what I call cross currents in communication where they're not talking. They're each going to look to you. So Virgo, you're going to kind of be the translator. You're going to say to person A, this person B means that, and say to person B, person A means that. You're going to kind of get people together and end the confusion, end the conflicts. This is a very promising next 10 days here for Virgos, particularly in career. This is where your leadership skills will be seen. Also for Virgos, with that Virgo energy that's coming in with the moon this week, you also want to kind of take time and do that inner work. Virgos will feel that wellspring moving up, and it's from that place of intuition that you will be able to also facilitate communications with, parties that are warring, so to speak. Looks good for Virgos' career, family, and romance. So Virgos, for yourselves, make sure to do the inner work, and that will make the outer work go easier. Your keyword this next 10 days, translate. Okay, Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, right now you guys are really going to be kind of the go-to person. You kind of share that with Virgos, and that a lot of people are looking at you. You have a lot of strong leadership here over this next 10 days, and you're going to be called upon to kind of organize things. For Libras, it's very strongly highlighted in the work sector here for the rest of the month. So if you're a Libra, you're going to be called upon to organize the kind of holiday gathering or dinner or awards show in your work. Go ahead, take that. You will shine, and it will be remembered. Libras also shows strong energy here in communications with family and friendships. It looks like Libras are going to be really in a place to be heard. And if you're a Libra and you feel like nobody's listening, now they're listening. You're up to the mic, so speak clearly, and the world will follow you. Relationships also look very good. Romance, strong also. Libras, interestingly, even though you'll be able to organize a lot of stuff, in terms of romance, you may find that the next 10 days you have struggle in kind of organizing a date for yourself if you're going on a date, or if you're married and want to set up a date with your spouse. But that being said, it doesn't look like it creates conflict, just kind of an interesting challenge in that one area. Your key word for the next 10 days is facilitate. All right, Scorpio, our next sign, Scorpio, is October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios, you're carrying a lot of psychic power right now, and this holiday season for you, you know just what to do. You're going to find over the next 10 days that you're going to be in a position where you're going to think, oh, I have to do problem solving. And it's going to be like, think fast, be on your feet. This shows up a lot in the work area. And this is going to be a chance for Scorpios to kind of show their ability to think fast and resolve conflicts and problems in the work area. So you want to use that psychic sense, that intuition, and draw from that deep well within. Scorpios, as they are highlighting the romance area, it seems like Scorpios are drawing a lot of magnetism, particularly through their eyes, and Scorpios are noted for having dramatic eyes. These will be a big feature in the coming 10 days, where your look will draw to you that which you want. So if you have your eye literally on that special someone, make sure to go see them and look at them in the eye, and that'll work wonders for you. Your key word this next 10 days, Scorpio, is intuit. Okay, Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, this is interesting. Right now, you're very much, you kind of have a lot of Virgo energy, in that you're getting very methodical and organized. And you're going to see, Sagittarius, that over this next 10 days, a lot of emphasis here on reorganization. Reorganization of the office, literally like changing out the desk, reorganizing the files. Also reorganizing your home, getting systems in place there. Sagittarians are going to find that the family is going to fall in line with them. So if you're a Sagittarius, you have family around you, now's a good time to start a new regime that will, keep everybody on a path. Whether it's setting up morning routines to get ready to go to work and school, or it's whether, how to handle family vacation planning. This is the time for Sagittarians to really take hold of that. Interestingly, also noted with Sagittarians is purchases connected to automobiles. So if you're a Sagittarius and you're looking to get a new car, this next 10 days may be your lucky time for shopping. Your key word this month is streamline. Okay, Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorns, you're finding yourselves also being put in the leadership role here in the next 10 days. The key to you is to organize it and not to try to take it all on at once. Capricorns right now, because of that sun energy, are going to feel like they can take on everything. But for Capricorns, the caution is balance, step back, and know when to delegate your power. Capricorns, even though you'll want to take it all on, you won't be able to, so don't try. Learn to balance. Okay, that's going to be your big challenge. It shows strong communications in romance and friendship here also over this next 10 days. And Capricorns are going to find that things come to them relatively easy. So therefore, the key is to balance and not to overwhelm yourself. Your key word this next 10 days is delegate. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. You know, Aquarians, right now, you are coming into a great place of power. Aquarians are starting to connect their psychic self to the world around them. Aquarians are always known to be in their head and not always expressing to the people around them. But there shows a real connection here for Aquarians over the next 10 days to inspire people and to awaken that spiritual sense. So if you're an Aquarius, be open to the movement of spirit, because Aquarians are going to be used the next 10 days to kind of be the voice of spirit to those who need a message. So this is a wonderful time for Aquarians to work on their psychic development here. It is highlighted a bit of retreat for Aquarians. So over the next 10 days, if you can get even just a day or two away to work on that inner self, you're going to find it carries over really well. Strong energy for Aquarians in communications with relationships, with romance, and with family. So if you're an Aquarian and you're looking to start a new relationship, this next 10 days, let that psychic power give you the sense of timing of how to approach that, and you're going to do just fine. Also highlighted for Aquarians here in the next 10 days are energies connected to longer-term investment planning. So if you're an Aquarius and you're thinking about purchasing a property or doing a stock purchase, you might want to talk to your financial advisor and look into that, because there's energy that shows what is started now grows in the next year. Your key word for the next 10 days, Aquarians, is inspire. And our last but not least sign, Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, right now, you've got wanderlust. You want to go everywhere. And I'm going to encourage Pisces to literally go wherever your heart leads you. You're being led by your higher self. And with your intuitive nature, Spirit will take you to some wonderful destinations. So the next 10 days for you, very much focused on travel and going and seeing and being seen, as they say. In the midst of all that, you'll still be able to do intuitive inner work. Keep that as the focus, and the outer world will be just fine for you. Highlighted for Pisces is more areas on friendship right now, rather than career or romance. So if you're a Pisces, focus on the friendship. Know that in January you can revisit the work issues, and those will come back around at that time. And also romance may be a little on hold for Pisces, but that's okay. Pisces is going to be so busy they won't have time to focus on it. Your key word for Pisces for the next 10 days is travel. Well, guys, listen. There are your horoscopes for the next 10 days. I hope you've enjoyed them. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. On Sunday, we'll be having our special holiday message. I'm looking forward to being here with you guys. So, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you. God bless you all. Thanks.